Fight man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV. Woo!
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
Belief about
I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking at him. No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.
All right, man. One of the guys on Instagram asked me to speak on Colbert and Shakur Stevenson. We'll start there. We also get to Devin, Haney, and Linares being targeted for April 17th and talk about if that does anything for Devin Haney in my eyes and my eyes only. Everybody else can have their opinion in the comment section. But let's get to it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. The best way to donate to the channel. If you do want to make a financial donation, Cash App CJ Good 313 in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate, just share the video, thumbs up, share it for your boy. But yeah, I mean, I was wondering why he was asking, and I was wondering, I'm like, yeah, well, that's random, you know, and I've talked about it before, you know, never made a video dedicated to it, but I seen a little bit of the Colbert interview before I went out there and shoveled that 8 inches of snow. And I'm like, okay, that's why he said. And basically what he said about Shakur, he actually, you know, basically he said that, I know Brian Custer didn't mean to instigate, but he instigated, bro. It wasn't malicious, but we had Shakur on the show. He said he felt like he the boogeyman at 130. Colbert said maybe he was the boogeyman at 126, but at 130, Top Rank ain't paying nobody enough to fight him, and that's what it boiled down to. I remember we was on live on Colossal Sports channel one day. We was all chopped it up, and you know, and we was like, it's Earl Spencer, you know, duck fighter, and more duck fighter than Tyson. And this is before he did all the ducking shit with Crawford. And they was like, nah, because Don King would pay people to fight Tyson. And that's basically what Colbert said, is that the money not matching up for the guys to fight Shakur in the division. Also crazy is 130 is not a financial monumental division. You know, you're not going to make a lot of money at there. I mean, people say tank. You ain't going to make $5, $6, $7, $8 million. And I guess 26 is where the financial like stuff starts in boxing, where people want a lot of money to fight guys. And to be honest, Anuiwa ain't complaining about money, and you know, guys below him, Chocolito, he was complaining a little bit about he wanted extra money to fight Strap, but they ain't really they banging. And you know, everybody concerned about money. And my whole thing is, I guess they don't want to make up that mess their paydays. If they getting $2 or $3 million, you know, to fight in the upper weight classes, they don't want to mess that up. Nobody want to restart, but you know, Sean Porter lost before. He still been getting multi-million-dollar paydays. Danny Garcia was getting multi-million-dollar paydays. But I guess nobody want to start over. But starting over ain't like you open it up for Errol Spence. You open it up for, you know, Arthur Better BF. You open it up for Deontay Wilder. You open it up for Jamal Charlo or Jamil. That ain't what starting over mean. You know, starting over mean like shit. You might be the co-feature, but you still getting the meal. You know, you still getting $800,000. Still a lot of money, but you know, Ray Robinson lost, Sugar Ray Leonard lost. A lot of the great fighters lost, but they still got the money. Hagler was robbed in his first title fight. He still got the money. He still got the right guard commercials. You know, losing ain't shit. But you know, people, you know, you see some fighters saying, well, you know, loser really ain't. But then again, they scared to lose. You know, but moving forward, I mean, that's a great fight. He said, you know, he ain't disrespected Shakur, but you know, basically, like, he willing to, you know, give it all for that type of fight, and he don't care if he come out looking pretty unscathed. He said Shakur really, really good fighter, and if he had to go through him, he got to go through him. You know, really, people gonna be surprised at this, man. Most people say build it up, build it up, build it up. This ain't a Ryan Garcia type of fight. Anytime you got, and these niggas need to listen to me. These two Negroes, anytime you got two Negro fights, even in the same promotional company, Keith and Earl never happened. These networks don't think black people is marketable. So if that fight was to happen, it had to happen now. It had to happen before they get all the belts. They not, you know, they just don't think be marketable. Now if it's Ryan Garcia and Shakur, they put the money up. If it's Ryan Garcia and Devin, if it's Teofimo Lopez in the mix with some of those guys, they'll put the money up. And that's just the fact. They don't want to pay two black fighters to fight. That's why Earl and Terrence ain't happening. But if Terrence was, or Earl was, you know, Sanchez, Marquez Jr., that fight would have been made. They'd have fought 2 or 3 times right now. If they want to make that fight, it's going to have to happen. You know, as soon as one get one belt at 30, Shakur get another belt, Colbert get a belt, they're not going to put the money up for that fight. Them networks don't want that fight, man. They don't think we could sell. But then again, we the ones that buying all the sneakers. We the ones that make up the NBA. We the people that make up the viewership for the most part in the NFL. You know, we responsible for trillions of dollars into the economy every year. And they still don't believe that, you know, we financially going back to fight. That's why the fight don't happen. Even if the fight is a $7 million fight, you know, three to each guys, you know, $1 million to the promoter to make up the undercard. They still not gonna do that fight. If they don't fight now, if they don't fight expeditiously, they not gonna make that fight. And that's just the goddamn truth. They don't believe in making black versus black fights. You know, Shane and Floyd only happened because Floyd, you know, garnished a great minimum for viewership. That's it. But as far as the fight, Shakur ain't as slick as Colbert. His defense is more fundamentals, keep his hands up, you know, able to smother shots. You know, he more technically funded. He more remind me of a Hopkins or a Ward or, you know, even an older Floyd. He ain't doing too much of this, but guess what? He always defense ain't flash. No, people talking about Floyd the greatest defender of all time. No, you know, you talking about Willie Pep, and that was false. That he went around without having to throw a punch. You got Pernell Whitaker. You got some great defensive fighters over the course of times, you know, and you know, Pernell was great, but you had the school of Pernell, the younger Mayweather. Shakur is a guy he's just technically fundamentally sound. He ain't gonna make the mistake as of yet. Feet always in position, you know. Look at his foot movement. You know, it ain't too far, ain't too wide, ain't too narrow. He always on balance. Like he the one that's just like, you look at him. Once he start getting that man frame, he probably gonna start hurting a lot of guys, and he ain't gonna do a lot of head. He don't have to. Just because you want to move your head don't mean you ain't a great defender. Defense has got to do with smothering shots, rolling shots, you know. And he more the technical guy. With Colbert, he more the guy that slick. You know he wiry. Shakur said, but he more wiry, slick. He's slick. He gonna do this and do that. And sometimes with him, I won't say he lose focus. Sometimes he take unnecessary shots. You know, I seen him take a shot in his last fight. I won't say he took. You know, he got hurt. The Dominican kid hurt him. It wasn't like where he was. He got hit with the frag and where that little buzz thing get hit with Facebook. He hurt him a little bit. He got his legs back. He was holding the shit, but he hurt him. He like hurt him, buzzed him, and he one of them dudes that like if he fought a guy that's gonna give him problems, it's not gonna be another slick guy, because ain't nobody down there slick as him. If he fought a guy it's gonna be a guy like Shakur, somebody that's gonna give him a lot of the issues. You know, he has some issues with awkward. What's my man's name that he was a champion? They robbed Jezreel Corrales. Between the two fighters, Colbert fought the tougher fighter. Corrales is a tough fight. You know, but when you're looking at a guy that's going like this, the guys that's technical will give him issues, man. But you know, he good fighter. I think he punched a little harder than Shakur. I remember one of them dudes on Facebook or Twitter was saying, when the boxer was like, "Oh, Shakur is way better than him." I was like, "No, you just believing in the hype." They pretty much on the same level, in my opinion. Shakur is more technical. He more. They both surgical with their hands. Shakur is just technical, you know. And technique gonna take you a long way. Colbert is technical, but he more of a guy. He gonna take more chances. He gonna try to get the knockout. But he one of them dudes that he more offensive than Shakur. I think he punched a little harder than. Or maybe he just taking more chances. But that's an interesting fight. That's a fight I'd love to see if they fought tomorrow. I'd love to see it, man. That's a tough fight. I'll probably say, I'm a huge Colbert fan, huge Shakur. You got Jersey versus New York. They definitely gonna wait till the world open back up. That fight gonna be bananas. I can't pick a winner without doing film study. It's a lot you still don't know about Shakur. A lot still you don't know about Colbert. But I seen Colbert took a big shot from that Dominican kid he fought on Showtime not too long ago. He was holding his shit, and you know, but his condition was good enough to bounce back. I ain't seen Shakur get hit flush like that. It's gonna happen, you know. Mayweather got cracked by Shane Mosley. He got cracked by DeMarcus Chop Corey. He got cracked by a lot of guys. People talking about, I don't know about Floyd chin. Floyd got a chin. He got cracked by Pacquiao in the fight. But that's a tough fight to call, man. I like both of them. But Shakur surgical. He just technical. And Colbert, that's going to be a fight that's going to be boring. It's going to be, if Shakur win the fight and he don't get caught, it's going to be boring as fuck. But if Shakur get caught, or Colbert get caught, Colbert going to be offensive regardless. He's going to be an offensive juggernaut. I don't have no issues. He's going to be an offensive juggernaut regardless. But if Shakur is able to box him and be comfortable, it's going to be an easy fight. It's going to be boring. But if Colbert is able to cut the ring off and able to make Shakur come towards him, or he able to catch Shakur, it's going to be a competitive fight. So I really don't got a dog in the race right now. I had to do the film study, but both of them, I like them both of them. It's a hard fight because when you see two of your favorite fighters fighting, now if one of them was for Detroit, I would just put my fandom there, but it's going to be a tough fight. Great fight, so can't wait to see it. But, you know, Devin Haney fighting Jorge Linares. And I heard Bob Arum say, that's a good fight for Devin Haney, you know, to get him on. I don't want to see that shit. You know, who did Jorge Linares fight last? Let me see. Who did he fight last? Because he got knocked out by that Pablo Cano guy. Punks jump up to get... Before I upload this video, the song of the day will be the rap song of the day. Jump up to get... He beat Carlos Morales last. So he got 2 wins before getting knocked out by Cano. My whole thing is, this don't vindicate Devin Haney. This don't get Devin Haney weight up. You know, to me, him being Linares been beat more than the kid with bad grades every report card marking. So to me, part of this don't prove nothing to me. If he want to prove something to me, man, I'll give you a list of names that he should fight. If he want to prove something to your boy, lightweight division. All right, you know, for me, he got to beat a Fortuna, a Lomachenko, a Yevin Mendy, Camboso. If it don't come off with him and T.O., but if he loses, no, he'll be at least Selby will be a better fight, even though he lost. Most people feel like he beat most people feel like he beat Camboso. I thought he beat him. I like Camboso. Richard Coleman would be a good win. Mayoshi Nakatani would be a good win. I mean, come on, man. It's a lot, man. I still don't think that's enough. He may end up leaving this division without a respectable win, and that's okay. You know, Linares, who did Mikey Garcia beat at 26-30? I mean, shit, he ain't beat nobody at 35 but Robert Richard Jr. But when he go up to 140, you know, I don't know. You know, I think Zepeda, if he got something left, might be a tough win for him. Postal gonna be tough for him. He beat Ramirez in my opinion. Catterall shouldn't be that. I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't. I don't know. Linares, man. Maybe Linares would be competitive, but Linares ain't bounced back a lot too. You know, so maybe we get the best Jorge Linares as well too, man. So I mean, Regis progress gonna be a problem if you move up. That fool was in 16-degree weather down there in Texas. This nigga out here swimming in the cold. That's cool. I can respect it. He can get the Northern Boy badge pass, but hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, response, or video request. All my social media links, description, fast way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. I also got a Facebook group. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ0313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate. Share the video. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. We gone.